Today we'll start a new lesson, that is teeth and microbes. The teeth are the hardest substances in the human body. It's being essential for chewing. The teeth play an important role in our body. The teeth, which gives a shape to our face, help us bite and chew the food, help us speak clearly. See, we have two pictures here, that is temporary teeth and permanent teeth. Sets of teeth. By the age of 3, a child has a set of 20 teeth. This set of teeth is called milk teeth or temporary teeth. By the age of 6, a child starts losing the milk teeth one by one. As the milk teeth fall, new teeth grow in their places from the gums. This new set of teeth is called permanent teeth. Every adult usually has a set of 32 teeth, 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. The upper and lower jaws identical kinds of teeth. If you lose any teeth from the set of permanent teeth, you will not get a new one in its place. Next is kinds of teeth. See here, you can observe a teeth structure. There are 4 kinds of permanent teeth, that is incisors, canines, premolars and molars. You can observe the picture here. We'll explain in the next slide. Incisors. The 4 front teeth in each jaw are incisors. They have sharp and straight edges. They are used for cutting and biting the food. So we can call it as cutting teeth. If you are going to bite the apple, usually you are using incisors teeth. Canines. There are 2 canines in each jaw. They are present on their side of the incisors in each jaw. It's very sharp and pointed, which is used to help tire the food. For this reason, we can call it as tiring the teeth. They are sharper and bigger in flesh-eating animals. The next is premolars. There are 4 premolars in each jaw. They are next to the canines, usually broad and flat. These teeth help us crack and crush the food. We can call it as cracking teeth. The next is molars. There are 6 molars in each jaw. They are next to the premolars. It's bigger and broader than premolars, which helps to grind the food. We can call it as grinding teeth. Premolars and molars are well developed in plant eating animals and help them chew and grind their food well. So, in adult, out of 32 teeth, there are 8 incisors, 4 canines and 8 molars and 8 premolars and 12 molars. Out of total 12 molars, 8 grow first, 2 on each side of premolars and 4 grow later. These last molars are also called known as wisdom teeth. Next, move on to the structure of tooth. See, here you can observe a structure of tooth. Here crown and root is there in the right side. And in the left side, you can observe enamel, dentine, and pulp gum is there. When we open our mouth and look in the mirror, we can see our teeth. The soft gums hold our teeth tightly at their place. Each tooth has two parts, crown and root. The part of the tooth that we see is crown. Means we can see the crown part in our teeth. And the part inside the gum which we can't see, that we can call it as root. This root part of the teeth we can't see. The outside of covering tooth, call it as enamel. In the left side you can see the enamel. This is the hardest material in the human body. The layer inside the enamel that forms the main hard part of the tooth is called dentine. It's very hard part of the tooth. The center of the tooth, you can call it as pulp. He can, in the left side pulp is there, no? So you can observe here. The center of the tooth, this is pulp. It lies inside the dentine. This is very soft and having blood vessels and nerves. And next gum is there, which is hold our teeth tightly at their place. See here explanation is there. The next is tooth decay. When we eat, small bits of food may stick between our teeth. See here you can see the decayed teeth. We don't brush our teeth properly. This thick layer of germs, stuck food roots, and our teeth get covered with a thin sticky layer of germs. You can call it as plaque. This plaque reacts with the sugar present in the food to produce acid, which affects the tooth enamel and starts decaying it. This is called as tooth decay. It causes holes or cavities in the enamel and dentine. As a result, the nerves and blood vessels in the pulp get exposed. When any cold or hot thing comes in contact with these exposed nerves, we get tooth decay. Thus, tooth decay causes the following. That is tooth decay, holes or cavities in the teeth. Next, foul smell from the mouth, loss of teeth, stomach disorders of teeth and microbes. Teeth are very important part of our body. We must take care of our teeth to prevent tooth decay. We must brush our teeth at least twice a day, in the morning and at night before going to bed. We should brush our teeth correctly as shown. See, you have one picture. Outside surface of upper teeth, inside surface of upper teeth, use a downward swiping motion. Outside surface of lower teeth, inside surface of lower teeth, use an upward sweeping motion. Surface of premolars and molars, scrub back and front. We should eat raw vegetables and fruits like carrots, apples. They make our gums and teeth very strong. We should avoid too many sweets and chocolates because they spoil our teeth. We should rinse our mouth properly with water after every meal. We should have milk and milk products daily. They have calcium. That calcium makes our teeth strong. We must floss our teeth every day. Floss means thin filaments used to remove food and dental plaque from between teeth in areas toothbrush is unable to reach. Teeth that are not kept clean get covered with a yellow substance that we can call it as tartar. This can be removed by a dentist. We should visit a dentist at least twice a year. The next is microbes. Microbes are very small living organisms. They can't be seen with naked eyes. They can be seen only through a microscope. Microscope, it means an optical instrument used for viewing very small objects. Microbes are found everywhere, like in water, soil, air, food, and also inside and outside bodies of plants, animals, and humans. Microorganisms grow rapidly when they get warmth, air, moisture, and food. And some microorganisms are useful to us and some are harmful. We'll next go for kinds of microbes. See, there are mainly four types of microbes is there. See, this is the table which shows four types of microbes. The first is bacteria, virus, fungi, and protozoa. See, this is a picture of bacteria. The bacteria is single-celled microbes. Single-celled microbes means, cell means the smallest structural and functional unit of an organism which we can see by microscope, which is the smallest unit of life. The bacteria is single-celled microbes and can be varying shapes like rod-shaped, spherical, comma-shaped or spiral. Next is virus. See, this is a picture of virus. This is also microbes smaller than bacteria, and virus is also single-celled. Next, fungi. This is also single-celled microbes that grow on dead and decaying matter. Next, protozoa. Protozoa, which is also single-celled microbes. See, this is the explanation. Now only I explained. Here, some microbes are useful and some microbes are harmful to us. See, harmful microbes. See, harmful disease causing microbes are called germs. This is a table which belongs to harmful microbes. The first is bacteria. The bacteria which causes the diseases are typhoid, diphtheria, pneumonia and tuberculosis. And the next is virus. The virus causes diseases are measles, polio, smallpox, common cold. And the next is fungi. And fungi are ringworm and athlete's foot. And next is protozoa. Protozoa causes the diseases are malaria and dysentery. The next is useful microbes. There are some useful microbes that are useful to us in many ways, like fungus. A fungus called yeast, which helps to make soft cakes and bread. The next is lactobacillus bacteria. The lactobacillus bacteria which converts milk into curd. In our home we are using everyday curd. That curd which came by milk, how it converts because of lactobacillus bacteria. And some bacteria help in the decay of dead and plants and animals. Some bacteria help to produce vitamins in our body, and some bacteria help in digestion of food in our body.